And I am pleased to be joined by Gürl.
Hello.
Hey, how are we all doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, good. Got some tea.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious. Builders, milk, 2 sugars.
Uh,
Oat milk, 2
Oat milk.
sugars.
Hashtag.
Oat milk in a tea is a pro tip.
Josh, cow's milk.
No. I'm a vegan boy. Hashtag vegan.
Hey, I've heard great things about oat milk. To be fair,
You've never had it?
I think I've tried it once, but I have heard a lot of people say like everything is better with oat milk.
Oh, you haven't lived. Cold cereal, cold
Cold
oat milk,
cereal.
and a bowl of cereal.
No,
Ugh,
hot cereal.
Oh.
But cold milk.
get out.
Yeah. This is a good time to bring up our endorsement from Oatly, the oat drink company.
There are other oat drinks available.
Yes, but girl branded Oatly available in stores soon.
Coming soon. Well, yeah. So obviously, I've played you guys on the show a fair bit recently. But tell us a little bit about Gürl.
Well, that'll translate well over radio. We used to be more of like a neo soul kind of jazzy band, but then we kind of like we wrote one song, which is like the heaviest song known to man. It's not like, but it's pretty heavy, and we felt like, well, this is good. This feels more like us. So that sent us on this trajectory of making kind of alternative rock, and that's taken a couple of years because we had to work back from that, because you couldn't go from singing like D'Angelo ripoffs into immediately being like an Architect ripoff.
Yeah, definitely alienating the fan base if you go straight away.
Although we did alienate some people because we decanonized a few songs. We took them off of Spotify and got it in the net for that. But yeah,
they should have bought it on Bandcamp.
That's what I was like, you can get it on. You can just buy it from iTunes. They're like, oh, I'm not doing that.
No. You
Yeah.
take my 0.007 pence and you like it.
Yeah, we're effectively like we're a pop band, you know. We make sort of classic pop music like you would, if you were Carole King or the Beach Boys or whatever. But we do it with like thick guitars. That's thick with 2 C's, and like 808s and samples and things like that. It's cool. It's not like Limp Bizkit.
Just to be clear.
I describe it as like, yeah, it's like heavy guitar, but with like, like drum samples. It sounds like Limp Bizkit. It's like, no, it's not Limp Bizkit.
No offense.
No offense.
If you listen.
Yeah.
So we've already written Limp Bizkit and Oatly competitors. Who else can we take down in this? Yeah, so like you said, you can tell that it's very much like a poppy influence to it, and obviously it's really like driving bass lines as well. Welcome, Jay. You've only just joined the band as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm a baby. I'm a newborn, fresh out the womb. Yeah, they asked me a few months ago. Was it a few months ago?
Yeah. Over coffee.
Over coffee, Josh asked me to go for a coffee, and I was like, "What do you want? What's going on there?" It's not just taking me on a coffee date. That's not what it is. This is business. This needs business. This is a business chat.
It was so vague as well. I was like, what did I say? Like, hey, you free for a coffee? You're like, yeah. Why? I'm like, I want to discuss some projects with you.
Projects. I was there like, well, what do you need from me? And then he was super nervous. And I thought he looked like he was either going to throw up or propose. I couldn't tell which one. But it turns out it was neither. And
I proposed and you joined the band.
Yeah. So yeah, then he asked me to join, and here I am.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I assume you've been familiar with the band beforehand, then.
Yeah, so we've known each other for a while.
You've been the leading lady in a music video.
Yeah, I was in Surrender. I had me wabbers out. I had a top one. But yeah, I was in one of the music videos, and I did some modelling stuff for their merch like a year or so before that.
I've seen you front row at a couple of gigs in the past as well.
Yeah, I've been at some gigs.
Bottle of wine in hand.
Bottle of red wine, throwing down. So yeah, so they asked me, and Yeah, I didn't even pretend to be cool, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you say I was nervous. You were really
Yeah,
enthusiastic.
I was, of course I was. I'm not gonna be. Oh yeah, we'll see if I'm free. Yeah. Yes, please.
It was great. It was
sign me up.
Do you want to be in a music video? It was like, yes. I was like, cool. Do you want to be in the band? Yes, I want to be in the band too. All right, cool.
All right, John. I mean, that's so cool. There was no cool. There was no chill. Yeah, I had no chill about it. I was just there like, yeah, what do you need? Give me dates.
Yeah.
You could have my firstborn. Way.
You got your little scrapbook head with like where you cut pictures of you and stuff.
Yeah.
Hot.
Pictures of their faces, tattooed them on my back.
We made it happen. Like Jay was at a wedding the day of our most recent music video.
Yeah.
Josh, I don't think I'll be able to do it. I'm like, we will come get you. We'll come get you from the wedding. Get changed in the car. Throw on a bass. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, it was like 32 degrees back there as well, and I was damp.
Yeah, it was a hot day.
It was horrific.
Did you have to go back to the wedding after?
Yeah, then Johnny took me all the way back. It was like towards Western, so it was like a good 45 minutes each way. And we left at like midnight, didn't we? And I got back, and my partner was absolutely battered, and I was sober, stone cold sober. So he gets back and he's just absolutely swinging, and I'm like, oh, it's great. So now I've got to deal with him. Yeah. Like rolling around like a toddler.
But totally worth it because the music video is great, and you know everyone looks cool in it, even though it was like whatever 37 videos or whatever.
Is this crying in nightclub bathrooms?
Shout out to everyone. Just went in a 32-degree toilet for 6 hours and jumped around.
Yeah.
Was it a clean, like a nice smelling toilet though? Because
it was a toilet. I mean, it was a men's toilet, wasn't it?
That's not a good start.
Smell of urine was rife. No, it wasn't that bad. No, the toilet itself was a fantastic toilet. Thank you for having us, toilet.
Other toilets are available.
Other toilets are also available, but
this one is sponsored by a girl.
Highly recommend this toilet. It was fantastic. But no, we had a good amount of people there, so as Shawnee said, thank you to who came in and kind of dealt with the sweat. It
was so hot the camera stopped working on several occasions. Like it overheated.
Oh,
yeah, it was real. Yeah, but you know, it's all in the name of art.
Yeah. You got the shots. That's what matters.
Exactly.
Get the shot. Get the shot.
Oh god, yeah, that does not sound like an enjoyable experience, but at least the video looks awesome, so at least you can look back and be like, it was all worth it.
It was all worth it. The underboob sweat. It was all worth it. It was all worth it at the end, boys.
Well, obviously, as I said, you've got a lot of pop influences, things like that. What sort of influences do you all take? Because you got sort of like you mentioned, Limp Bizkit, not an influence, but I sort of get some like Bring Me and some like pop sort of like pop rock sort of stuff. Like a lot of it's very bouncy, and then
I think we've all got different ones. Like obviously, you guys started it, so your influences are different to mine.
I read your bio and you like Pink Floyd.
I do, yeah. Pink Floyd, the Beatles, which is just obviously not in any way connected to what we do.
Well, I feel like that's completely not true. Beatles is connected to everything.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean, when you were like, oh, that sounds like Here Comes the Sun.
No. Although we could do a cool cover of Come Together, because that's a dope song.
Right, it's also my karaoke song.
Yeah. I did not know that you had done a cover of Toxic though until last night.
Yeah, that song until Alex played it. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah.
You want to decanonize that song, but I guess we got to bloody keep that now.
I mean, it's Britney. Britney's awesome, to be fair, and like that's definitely one of the best Britney songs as well. But yeah, I didn't know anything about that song, and then obviously Alex said yesterday, she's like, "Oh yeah, I've got the cover of Toxic lined up." I was like, "Oh, nice."
It is an incredible song, incredible cover.
Thank you.
Incredible cover as well.
I didn't do it, so that's not me being narcissistic. That's just me praising you.
But it is incredible. No, I think you know. Bring Me's production is an influence. I think something cool happened. I think in the 90s rock kind of became quite reductionist and it stopped being at the cutting edge of music technology. But like hip hop and metal and pop all were still pushing the boundaries of music production, and then all it took was a band like Bring Me the Horizon to just pull back the metal a little bit and become more of an alt rock band, and then rock became at the cutting edge of music tech again, because like the guitars sound as thick as synthesizers in pop songs. The drums sound as good as any like hip hop song. The vocals sound like as crispy as a pop song. So like that's cool, and I think rock was in dire need of that.
It's very raw in the like 80s, 90s, isn't it?
Well, maybe not the 80s. I feel like the 80s was pushing that, and then like Jeff said, with like the sort of grunge was kind of like a counterculture, right? And then sort of everything got like dialed it back.
And it's like, oh, you're out too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, please do.
it's so even grunge like still culturally like pushed stuff. I think it's Mumford & Sons and Coldplay came along and were just like, this is what guitar music is now. So no, it's not. so yeah, so bring me that they're an influence, but then Loathe as well. But then like in terms of, we like a lot of like Neo and D'Angelo, because that's still why the band started.
Yeah.
So like and then but yeah, from like a songwriter perspective, things like ABBA and the Beach Boys, Carole King, because you got to have a song at the end of the day.
Yeah. And obviously your songs are very catchy, and there she is.
Sorry, I forgot. I didn't realise I was like, hey.
Yeah, obviously the songs are very catchy, and obviously the lyrics, you connect to them, especially in these big choruses. All of your songs seem to have these huge choruses as well. These huge like gripping choruses, which is really cool.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, I've always said that you can write a bloody chorus.
Well,
Well, you can write a good chorus, man.
Oh, very sweet.
Kick the doors of its hinges chorus.
It roped you into the band, so it's worth it for that alone.
Have you had much influence on the sort of musical writing since you've joined Jay, or?
Me? Well, I'm catching up still, so I'm still learning things.
Yeah, I was going to say, I imagine a lot of the new releases have come pretty quickly after.
Yeah, so I've been learning the set, so that's we've got that kind of nailed now, haven't we? But we've got things coming up, so we're kind of focusing on getting practices in so we can do some more live shows. But yeah, at the moment, no, I haven't, and that's cool with me. Let's just take one little step at a time.
Yeah.
That's going to change in the coming months.
Oh yeah, you won't be able to shut me up.
You're gonna come spit some bars.
Oh yeah. I might be getting a verse. So I might be getting my old pipes back out. Gonna have to warm them up. Get my pipes out.
But I think what happened is that like we had, so this is a little peek behind the curtain. You're right.
Sorry, crazy got me.
Little peek behind the old back.
Look under the hood.
Yeah. Sausage is made. So everything that's being released now was already recorded and produced and blah blah blah. So we've got the whole EP coming out on the 22nd of November. That was already like done in the old lineup.
Yeah.
And so we were on the cusp of releasing this EP and doing all the PR and the shows and the marketing and all that sort of thing. And then we decided to fire half the band and and try and convince Jay to throw our life away and join a rock band. So like there really hasn't been a chance for us to write together yet, because Jay's only been in the band for a couple of months and all these songs were already written.
Yeah.
But in between like playing, we are starting to record a second EP, and we haven't even got the first one out yet. So yeah.
I was going to say, I could tell from the artwork that of the singles you've released that it looked like there was something coming, an album or an EP or something. So because you've all got the sort of like pink background with something in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pink with a thing.
Pink with a thing.
Pink with a thing is the thing.
I mean, like it sounds very intentional, but it was just like convenience. We had a pink background and some props. All right, cool. Let's do a whole EP's worth of artwork. Let's do like 5 singles in
Write
one.
the songs based around the art.
Yeah, basically.
Well, anyway, we are. I know we've been talking for a while, but we are actually here to talk about your new single, Mezze Life.
Yeah.
Congratulations, or latest single. It came out a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Mhm.
So, how's the sort of response been to it so far? Good, I assume.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, it got on Misfits 2.0 and Metal UK on Spotify, which is, we've been a fan of. It's, you know, like the Spotify editorial playlists are like the new radio stations.
Yeah.
And so you have, just like you would have fans of radio shows, you have fans of playlists now, and we were all fans of Misfits and all of our friends as well. You know, so to get on that playlist was huge with Mezze Life, and like the playlist gets updated before you get sent, again, another peek behind the curtain. Before you get sent an email, like the playlist is already like changed.
Oh, okay.
So before you even know you're on it. And we had like people messaging us like, holy shit, like you're on Misfits 2.0, because it's a cultural thing. All the people in our scene listen to that playlist. So yeah, people knew before we did, which was very cool. And what a banger of a song to get on that playlist. They're lucky to have.
I can't take you anywhere.
Yeah, no, please don't take us on the playlist.
We're really grateful, thank you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I've seen it obviously on Spotify and everything. It's got quite a few listens and everything, so it definitely seems like people are connecting to it, as with the rest of the songs as well.
It's an old song, man. That song's like 3 years old.
Oh, really?
And it was like the softest song we had.
Yeah.
Little sort of duck noise guitars. And it was so like soft, and then we decided to just tear it completely down and rebuild it.
Like exactly how hard can we rip off Bring Me the Horizon and just stick this pop chorus over it?
Sometimes that's the best way, though. You've got songs that you sort of wrote years ago, and you're sort of like, yeah, it's quite good, but it could be like there's something there that can really be something big, and sometimes you just need to cut it back and sort of rework it, like rework parts like that.
Well, yeah, and also we just lack the talent to write anything new. So, you know, well, we got what we got lying around. This will do.
It's like finding change in your pocket from a Coke 3 years ago.
There you go.
I can get some gum with this.
Yeah.
Freshen up.
Stick that on your playlist. Yeah, it's cool. We like it. It's a good song, and the chorus is banging. The guitar solo, like, it's, you know, your best guitar solo, isn't it? It's up there.
I'm quite happy with how it's come together. Yeah.
So humble, so modest.
Yeah.
Josh is like, it's amazing.
I really picked you up there, man. I'm quite happy.
Yeah, it's alright.
More things to come then.
Bigger things. Well, what's the sort of story behind like the lyrics and everything? So I get a sort of like past love or sort of missing someone, or what's the sort of idea behind it?
I'd say, like, if you're going, I'm not going through a breakup, but if you are, if one is, the most important thing is hygiene. You gotta look good. Make sure you get up, you shower, you shave, you wear something nice, because you never know when you're gonna bump into an ex. And if you look like dog shit and you bump into an ex, can I swear on this show?
Oh yeah, why not? It's after the watershed, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, you've done it twice. So every time you do it, I'm like, oh no.
No. Oh well.
Yeah, it's right. It's not the BBC. It'll be fine.
Alright, well, yeah, like, if you step out of your house and you look like dog shit, obviously you're gonna bump into your ex, and your ex is just gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
And you're there, and you just like look like ass. So yeah, it's about handling that, I suppose.
Okay.
And like, I guess there's a certain kind of childish lack of emotion to it.
Okay.
Like, you know, I've thought about you all this time, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to seem weak or whatever. Or like, you know, you've got your whole life put together, so.
And I look like dog shit.
Oh, like, it's also like it's got this kind of I don't know, pre-social media romance to it, like just bumping into somebody in a coffee shop. Whereas like now,
that would be Instagram pictures, making them always.
Yeah, this song is the pre-social media version of, you know, you put up a story.
Yeah.
You put up a story specifically for one person.
Yeah.
But instead of just messaging them directly, you put up the video, and then you're there watching it to see if that person's looked at that story.
Yeah.
I don't do that personally.
No, but you
just a lot of experience and
know-how. However, I know.
I'm very happy.
No, I know people that do that, and so like, oh, I want to do something that makes you notice me, but I don't want to overtly be there like, what's up?
It's Barcelona 2019. Take me back.
Take me back, and it's just you sat on the edge of a pool with your cheeks out.
Yeah.
They're like, I know what you're doing.
I know what you're up to.
I know what you're up to, you snake.
Yeah. If you go through a breakup and you're on good terms with your ex, be like, hey, you know, if you need me, I still care about you, you can always call me. But I'm taking you off social media, I'm taking you off Facebook, I'm taking you off Instagram. It's not because I hate you, because I don't want to see how well you're doing every Friday. You know, I don't want to know that. Like, you know.
I don't want to see you happy. like I want you to be happy, but I don't want to see you happy.
No. It's like, oh, you're in love. Well done.
I don't need proof of it. My hope is enough. I hope you're happy.
Exactly.
I hope you're happy and keep that.
Yeah.
Lock it away. Don't need to see you again.
Exactly.
Bye.
Yeah. So I guess the song's about
that. Still don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about a really good buffet.
Really good buffet.
Mezze.
A nice mezze. Nice spread.
Bit of tapas.
Bit of this, bit of that.
The hummus, some patatas bravas, olives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a potato breakfast.
Patatas bravas. Let's all go out for tapas after this.
Yeah, no, I say I'm loving the song. I think I first found you guys. Was it Nightclub Bathrooms is the first one, because obviously the guys from Bitter Kisses are in the video. So I'm obviously friends of them. So and that's how they sort of introduced me to you guys, and obviously played a few tracks since as well. And I'm liking it. It's good times.
Thank you. It's good times.
I like the. There's almost like a cynical intonation. I like it. It could be better. There's no Bitter Kisses, let me tell you.
I know I've got. I don't know if you've announced the show yet, but I know I was told when you had. Is it November?
Oh.
I don't know if that's been announced or anything.
But with the London one or the Bristol one?
Bristol, I think.
Everyone knows about this bloody show. We're trying to keep a bloody secret.
So do you want to give the deets?
Okay, so it's on Sunday the 27th of November. It is a limited capacity secret venue for the EP launch.
Okay.
So it's going to be just like a few people, and like we're just going to sort of like nearest and dearest and like, you know, people that have been with us for a while, just to sort of show them what we're doing with the EP. So, and obviously, we're a Bristol band, so we'll do it in Bristol. If you want to come along, feel free to message us on Instagram, and we'll see if we can make it happen. We'll make it more public closer to the date, but obviously, we can only fit so many people in there, so it should be a good vibe. You come along if you want, Chris. It'd be great.
Yeah, I'll be there. It should be there. Hopefully, I've got it in my diary. I'm pretty sure. So. I will move mountains to be there.
What, dude? Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Have you announced the EP yet then, or is that another one that's coming soon?
The EP is out on the 22nd of November because our manager told us that the date 221122 looked awesome. So we were like,
absolutely fair.
True.
Thing is though, is that like our marketing campaigns for songs last about 4 weeks. So the final track of the EP is going to be a Christmas banger. It's also the heaviest song on the EP, so
just to get you in the spirit.
Yeah, we'll
festive metal spirit.
We'll do a version with sleigh bells in it.
That could actually work in the bridge.
There we go.
Johnny's already on it.
Yeah. So it's called Ouija.
EP.
The EP is called Ouija, and it's like I say, 22nd of November.
Perfect. Then I will definitely keep an eye out for that one. Make sure you let me know as well when it's coming out, and obviously we'll get to that show as well. So I know that's going to be good.
we'll definitely do that. If we do our job properly, it should be all over our social media. It's hard to miss. So. But yeah, it might not be that. It might be us rating playlist names instead.
And oat milk.
Oatmeal. Content is king. Thank you, Chris.
Right, you're welcome. All for the gram and TikTok.
All for the gram.
So outside of obviously this secret Bristol show, have you got any sort of tour plans at the moment as well, or anything sort of on the horizon?
Where are we next playing, Jay?
We are playing. I've been practicing this. You might see a video on social media soon of one of my initial practices. We are playing at Camden Underworld on the 5th of November with Jadu.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yes.
It's the venue you want to play for years, isn't it? Like your whole adult life.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5th of November is bonfire night, I believe.
Yeah. Gotta remember it.
Super excited. It's my first live show with you guys.
Oh.
I've been planning my outfit since like June. Still haven't got a clue what I'm wearing, but
planning hard.
Yeah,
planning has not been going successfully.
Yeah, leather, latex, something of the sort. So if you like shiny materials,
then have we got the gig for you?
We got the gig for you.
Leave all your bonfire parties. Come on down to Camden Underworld for some real fireworks.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Thanks so much, guys, for coming on the show, for taking the time. We are going to play Mezze Life now. So one of you, if you want to introduce it.
Go on, Josh. Yeah, you have to sing it, bro.
Okay. You are listening to.
I love that. I keep doing this in interviews, and they're just getting better and better. The introductions to songs.
All right, here we go. Get ready for my sultry tones. You are listening to the latest single from Gürl. This is Mezze Life.